Welcome to Miami, a city that is all about sun, fun, and living life to the fullest. Miami is a unique and diverse place with many interesting quirks and characteristics that make it stand out from other places. Did you know Miami is the only major state in the United States that was founded by a woman, Julia Tuttle? The present Miami was created as a result of Julia Tuttle's encouragement of a developer to connect the Florida East Coast Railroad to Miami. Interesting, right? Let's find out more fascinating things about Miami in further today's video. Tequestas lived in southeast Florida for thousands of years before Europeans arrived, including the region where Miami, Florida is now. When the first Europeans arrived, the Tequesta Native American tribe lived in a region along Florida's southeast Atlantic coast. Miami Beach was once referred to as Little Broadway and was home to stars like Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Cab Calloway, and others. Furthermore, because so many personnel were trained in South Florida during World War II, Miami's economy was stabilized. It's not surprising that a lot of people believe Miami to be Florida's capital. After all, this dynamic city is well known for its magnificent beaches, thrilling nightlife, and intriguing culture. Miami is one of the most well-known cities in Florida, but it is not the state capital. Tallahassee deserves to hold that honor. It is the second most populated city in the state of Florida after Jacksonville. With a population of 6.138 million, the Miami metropolitan area is the third largest in the Southeast and the ninth largest in the U.S. It serves as the center of the considerably larger Miami metropolitan region. Miami had a population of 400,000 in 2021, while Miami-Dade County had a population of 2 million. Less than one-third of South Florida's residents live in the city itself. Miami has the 44th highest population density in the country. Miami has a vibrant nightlife, with many restaurants open late into the night. Miami's location on Florida's southern coast made it a key player in the fight against German submarines when World War II started. More, the Miami drug war was a series of armed engagements between the U.S. government and many drug cartels, particularly the Medellin cartel in the 1970s and 1980s, with a focus on the Florida city of Miami. It was primarily fueled by the trafficking of cocaine illegally. Miami was largely unpopulated during the American Civil War. Seminoles, its former occupants, had been driven from the area, and white people had not yet made any sort of long-term settlement there. In the early stages of its development, the Miami region was more commonly referred to as Biscayne Bay Country. The area is described as a wilderness that held much promise in the few written records from that era. Miami has become known for its significant Cuban influence, pleasant climate, immaculate beaches, and excellent diving locations. The Miami Heat, the recognizable Miami Tower, and the stunning Everglades National Park are just a few of the well-known organizations and locations that call the city home. The camera pans over colorful streets and vibrant murals in the heart of Little Havana. Locals sit outside cafes, sipping coffee and playing dominoes. Miami is a city with rich culture, influenced by its large Latin American community. Little Havana is a great place to experience the flavor and energy of Miami. The neon lights of the iconic hotels and buildings of the Art Deco district illuminate the night sky. People walk along the Ocean Drive, enjoy the nightlife. Miami is also a city of glamour and luxury. The Art Deco district is a prime example of the city's glamorous outside, where people come to see and be seen. A serene landscape of mangroves and grasslands in the Everglades National Park. Alligators bask in the sun and birds fly overhead. Miami is not just a city of beaches and nightlife, it's also a city of natural beauty. The Everglades National Park is a must-visit destination for nature lovers. Miami is a home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and South Beach is one of the most popular destinations in the city. The sun shines brightly over the turquoise waters and golden sand of Miami Beach. While Miami has higher rates of crime than some other cities in the US, it is generally safe for tourists. However, it is important to take common sense precautions, such as avoiding isolated areas at night and not leaving valuables in plain sight. Miami has a history of organized crime, and some of the city's most notorious gangsters have left behind hidden tunnels and secret rooms in old buildings. There are 2 stores in Brickell. You may discover shops selling clothing, glasses, jewelry, self-care items, and technology at Brickell City Center. Apple, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Levi's, which are dispersed over 4 floors and 3 city blocks, are recognizable brand names. Baby courses and yoga are just a few of the events that BCC hosts. Another choice for people who want to get their hair cut or nails done before meeting friends for meals and drinks is Mary Brickell Village. The 5th largest real estate market for the world's richest people is Miami, the Miami metropolitan region, which had a gross domestic product of $344.9 billion as of 2017, is by far Florida's largest urban economy. Miami is the 3rd richest city in the United States and the 3rd richest overall in terms of purchasing power, according to a 2018 UBS survey of 77 global cities. It's simple to have some fresh stone crabs and steak one meal in croquetas with cream the next in Miami. Miami is home to a wide variety of eateries that capture the essence of the city, from South Beach to the suburbs. There are many expectations around well-known Miami restaurants, but you can count on some of the best Latin American and Caribbean-inspired foods. It took until 1998 for one of the Miami's most intriguing secret locations to be found. The Tequesta, South Florida native people are supposed to have developed the architectural feature known as the Miami Circle National Historic Landmark, which is thought to be between 1,700 and 2,000 years old. As the only known prehistoric permanent construction in the eastern US, it stands out as one of Miami's most interesting destinations for history buffs. The 38-foot circle is often referred to as Brickell Point. The Miami River Circle are the city's Stonehenge. Cuban link chains, often referred to as Miami Cuban links, are a development of the hip-hop jewelry trend that started in the late 1970s through the middle of the 1980s. Cuban link necklaces are still widely regarded as being part of the hip-hop fashion. The city of Miami gained its endearing nickname, the Magic City, less than a month after its formation in 1896, which is suitable for a city that has grown almost magically and uniquely in such a short amount of time. For the first time, the Magic City was mentioned in a speech given by Miami's mayor to the U.S. Congress in 1939. He said, "This community has been described as the Magic City because of its almost magical transformation, which seems to change people from ragged and weary into happy and contented citizens, a schedule." Do you know, what does 305 mean in Miami? Comment down below if you know. With that, let's wrap up the video here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun and interesting content. Have a good day.